We've been told our entire lives that goal setting is key to success and happiness. But what if that's only half the story? Or worse, if it's actually keeping us from feeling fulfilled? Today, I want to share why my intentions might be far more important than my goals, and how this shift in thinking can fundamentally change my relationship with both success and happiness. Hey, all. It's Lynden Kidd, your career strategist, and I'm here today in inspiration mode to share something with you as we look at the end of this year. And I want to talk about the power of intentions, why the journey matters more than the destination. So here's something to think about. What was the last goal you achieved? Maybe you got that promotion, hit your target weight, or finished that big project. How long did the satisfaction last? A day, a week, and then what happened? You probably set a new goal, didn't you? I see you. Daniel Pink, in his groundbreaking work on motivation called Drive, uncovered something that challenges everything we think we know about achievement. Research consistently shows that we're actually happiest when we're striving towards something, not necessarily when we arrive. Think about that for a moment. The journey brings more joy than the destination. But here's the problem with goals. They're destinations. They're destinations. They're fixed points in the future that we tell ourselves will make us happy when we get there. When I make six figures, I'll be happy. When I lose 20 pounds, I'll feel confident. When I get promoted, I'll feel successful. But what happens when we arrive at those destinations? We move the goalposts. Six figures becomes, well, I really need to make 150K to really feel secure. 20 pounds becomes, well, maybe I should lose five more. And the promotion becomes, I should really be aiming for the director level. Go figure. This isn't a character flaw. It's called hedonic adaptation. And it's built into our brains, into our psychology. We're wired to continuously adapt to our circumstances and then, frankly, seek more goals. Goals, by their very nature, feed into this cycle. They create a perpetual state of not enough yet. So, here I'm offering you an alternative. What is it? Intentions. Now, intentions aren't just goals with a different name. They're fundamentally different in nature. While a goal is a destination, an intention is a direction. It's pointing the head of the ship in a different direction. It's a way of being, a commitment to how you show up in the world daily, regardless of what you achieve. Let me give you an example. A goal might be, I want to write a best-selling book. An intention would be, I intend to show up as a writer to explore ideas with curiosity and share my perspective authentically. See the difference? It's pretty extreme, isn't it? The goal can succeed or fail. It's binary. You either write a bestseller or you don't. And if you don't, you failed, even if you've written something meaningful, grown as a writer, and touched people's lives. The intention, on the other hand, can be fulfilled every single day. Every time you sit down to write with curiosity and authenticity, you've honored your intention. The intention keeps you in the process, in that state of striving that Pink's research and others shows is where happiness actually lives. Okay, so here's what's counterintuitive about all this. Intentions actually help you reach your destinations, believe it or not, more reliably than goals do. Why? Because intentions are sustainable. They don't rely on willpower or grinding it out to get to the promise of future happiness. They create fulfillment in the present moment, which generates the energy and motivation to keep going. When your goal is to run a marathon, you suffer through training because you're focused on that future date, that marathon, that number of hours that you're going to be performing. Every run that's hard is a reminder that you're not there yet. Not there yet. Not there yet. But when your intention is to show up as someone who moves their body with respect and builds resilience, every challenging run becomes evidence that you're living your intention. You're already succeeding. Research in behavioral psychology supports this. Studies on habit formation show that identity-based behaviors, I'm a runner, versus I want to run a marathon, are significantly more likely to stick. That's because they're not contingent on achieving something external. They're about who you're choosing to be. And here's the really beautiful part. When you consistently live your intentions, you often end up reaching those destinations anyway. The person who intends to show up as a writer and does so consistently, they're probably going to write that book. The person who intends to treat their body with care and respect, they're likely going to reach their healthy weight. But even if external markers don't materialize exactly as planned, they're still fulfilled. They're still happy because they've been honoring their intentions all alone. Pink's research draws on neuroscience that explains why this works. Our brains release dopamine, that feel-good neurotransmitter, not when we achieve something, but when we're making progress toward it. The striving itself is the reward. Goals exploit this temporarily, but then leave us empty when we arrive. We get a dopamine hit upon achievement, but it fades quickly, and then we're left searching for the next goal to chase. Intentions, by contrast, allow us to experience that progress and that dopamine release more consistently. Every day that you live in alignment with your intentions, you're making progress. Every day, your brain is rewarded for your effort. This is why people who focus on intentions rather than just goals report higher life levels of satisfaction, lower levels of anxiety, and greater resilience in the face of setbacks. They're not waiting for some future moment to feel successful. They feel successful in the process. How's that? I like that one. They feel successful in the process. So, here's my challenge to you. Take one of your big goals and frankly translate it into an intention. Instead of, I want to make $1 million, try, I intend to create value, make wise decisions, and build something meaningful. Instead of, I want to find my soulmate, try, I intend to show up authentically in relationships, to give and receive love openly, and to grow as a partner. Instead of, I want to be happy, try, I intend to cultivate presence, gratitude, and connection in my daily life. Feel the difference? I sure do. One puts happiness in the future. The other puts it in your hands right now. Daniel Pink reminds us that autonomy, mastery, and purpose are what truly drives us. Intentions honor all three of those. They give you autonomy over how you show up. They celebrate the mastery that you build daily through practice, and they connect you to a deeper purpose beyond just achieving arbitrary markers. The destination will take care of itself. Focus on the direction, set your intentions, and discover that you've been capable of fulfillment all along. You just had to stop postponing it until you reach some imaginary finish line. So hoist that sail and point the bow in the direction in which you intend to head. The journey is the destination. And that's when the focus on all else falls into place. Happy and healthy job campaigning and hiring. Intention sets the direction. And if you'd like to learn how I can support your growth, reach out.